DJI dropped the brand new Osmo Mobile 8P, a flagship smartphone gimbal featuring a detachable touchscreen remote controller called the Osmo FrameTap. Meanwhile, GoPro made its boldest move in years. The Fluid Pro AI ditched the action camera-only approach that defined GoPro's previous gimbals, instead targeting the broader smartphone stabilizer market dominated by DJI and Insta360. So which one actually belongs in your kit? Let's find out in today's comparison. First things first, when you pick up the Osmo Mobile 8P, it feels premium. Like straight out of the box, you can tell DJI put serious thought into this one. It folds up nice and compact, it's got that built-in extension rod, a mini tripod, and then there's this, the Osmo FrameTap, this little magnetic remote controller that just snaps onto the handle. And when you pull it off, you can walk 10 meters away and still frame your shot, start recording, switch tracking targets, all from this tiny screen in your hand. That's genuinely new for a phone gimbal at this price range. Now flip over to the GoPro Fluid Pro AI, and this one feels more rugged, more utilitarian. It's built heavy duty on purpose because it's not just a phone gimbal. You can slap a GoPro on it, a compact point and shoot, even setups with filters and lens attachments, anything up to 400 grams. That's a meaningful difference. And it ships in a nice zippered case with all the mounts and cables you need. GoPro clearly wants this to be the one gimbal for everything in your bag. Let's talk about the thing that makes the 8P genuinely exciting, the FrameTap remote. So here's the problem every phone gimbal has had forever. You set it up on a tripod, walk back to your mark, and then you have no idea if you're actually in frame. You're guessing. You walk back, check, adjust, walk back again. It's a whole thing. DJI just fixed that. The FrameTap has a 1.4-inch touchscreen that mirrors your phone's live camera feed. On Android and Harmony OS, it mirrors directly. On iPhone, it works through the DJI Mimo app. And you can tap the screen to pick your tracking subject, control the joystick, adjust pan and tilt, change the fill light, all without touching your phone. The GoPro Fluid Pro AI, there's no remote control. You've got physical buttons on the handle, gesture control, and the companion app Fluid on your phone. Gesture recognition is cool. You wave at the camera and it starts recording, but it's not the same as having a live preview in your hand from across the room. If remote framing is important to you, the 8P wins this round pretty clearly. Okay, tracking. This is where it gets interesting. The DJI Osmo Mobile 8P gives you 3 different ways to track your subject. You've got Active Track 8.0 through the Mimo app, DJI's most advanced AI tracking yet, handles crowds, fast motion, partial obstructions. Then you've got the multifunctional tracking module 2, which is a physical module that clips on and can track not just people and pets, but also vehicles and landmarks. And finally, if you're on an iPhone 12 or later running iOS 18.5, you get Apple Dock Kit, native tracking right inside the stock camera app, no DJI app required. 3 tracking modes, that's a lot of flexibility. The GoPro Fluid Pro AI takes a simpler approach, one dedicated AI tracking module that attaches to the gimbal and locks onto faces or bodies. It can face forward or rear facing, which is great for selfie-style shooting with your back camera. Gesture recognition is baked in too, so you can trigger it hands-free. GoPro's tracking works well, especially for solo creators who shoot themselves a lot. But in terms of depth and flexibility, DJI has the edge here. This is actually one of the biggest differences between these two, and it depends a lot on what you're shooting with. The Osmo Mobile 8P is a smartphone-only gimbal, full stop. It's designed specifically for phones. It takes phones weighing between 170 and 300 grams, and that's it. If your phone falls in that range, which honestly most do, you're golden. The GoPro Fluid Pro AI is a completely different story. It ships with 2 interchangeable mounting brackets, one for smartphones, one for GoPros. The GoPro mount works with a wide range of models, and a 3-pin adapter opens it up to other compact action cameras too. The payload goes all the way up to 400 grams, so you can add filters, protective lenses, light accessories, the full kit. So if you're shooting just on your phone, both work. But if you've got a GoPro or a compact camera in your bag, the Fluid Pro AI becomes the obvious choice because it handles everything in one rig. Alright, battery, and this is where GoPro really flexes. The GoPro Fluid Pro AI is rated for up to 18 hours in basic use. Now, that drops to around 6 to 8 hours when you've got the AI tracking and fill light running at the same time, which is more realistic for real shoots. But even so, 6 to 8 hours of active use is strong, and it doubles as a power bank. You can charge your phone or GoPro right through the USB port while you're shooting. That's genuinely useful on long shoot days. The Osmo Mobile 8P is rated for up to 10 hours, though DJI's own footnote breaks that down as 4 hours with the FrameTap detached on Bluetooth, plus 6 hours with it attached to the handle, with the gimbal stationary and balanced throughout. Active tracking, fill light use, and phone charging will all knock that number down in real life. It also supports phone charging via USB-C, which is nice. So on paper, GoPro wins the battery round. In the real world, both will get you through most shooting days, but if you're doing back-to-back-to-back sessions, GoPro's got the edge. Software matters more than people think with gimbals, because that's where half the creative tools live. DJI Mimo is a mature, polished app. On the 8P, you get Active Track 8.0, shot guides for composition help, built-in creative modes like dynamic zoom, slow shutter, action shot, and widescreen anamorphic. There's a new smart teleprompter feature too, handy if you're doing talking head content. The app connects over Bluetooth 5.3, and it's been refined over years of DJI gimbal releases. GoPro's Fluid app is newer and covers your capture tools, gimbal settings, and remote shutter and zoom control for your phone camera or GoPro. It's solid, but it's a younger ecosystem than DJI's. GoPro has firmware update history to build on, so it'll improve, but right now, DJI Mimo is the more feature-rich environment. Let's talk money. The GoPro Fluid Pro AI is $229.99 USD, and it's widely available in the US on GoPro.com, Amazon, Best Buy, B&H, you name it. The Osmo Mobile 8P starts at €159, roughly 170 USD for the standard combo, goes to €189 for the advanced tracking combo with the Module 2, and €219 for the creator combo with the DJI Mini 2. Here's the catch though, DJI has not officially launched it in the United States due to FCC restrictions related to DJI's placement on the covered list. So if you're in the US, you have to import it. Outside the US, the 8P is available globally, and it's genuinely competitively priced given what you get. Honestly, both of these are really good gimbals. The Osmo Mobile 8P is the smarter, more feature-dense choice for dedicated smartphone shooters, especially with that FrameTap remote, which is a genuinely clever solution to a real problem. The GoPro Fluid Pro AI is the more versatile, longer-lasting pick for creators juggling multiple cameras. Neither one is the wrong answer, it just depends on your setup. If this helped you figure it out, drop a comment below. Tell me which one you're going with and why. And if you haven't already, hit subscribe. Catch you in the next one.